In fact, I know that one of the challenges that employers face is the fluidity within workforces, how quickly people change jobs, right? Would you identify that as kind of the primary challenge that they face, or what is the challenge? What do employers miss about what's really happening with staffing shortages in the market now?
Yeah, we have this picture of that what's really happening right now is that no one wants to work, right? That there's this population-wide defect across especially younger workers, that people are just getting lazier, or there's this idea that COVID came along and just obliterated the people's desire to do certain kinds of work. And most of that is not rooted in reality. So we know, for example, that in the past 12 years, the number of people voluntarily changing jobs here in the US has more than doubled. We had about 23 million people in the US who went and looked for an upgrade in 2010. Last year in 2022, it was more than 50 million people. So, what people have called the Great Resignation isn't something that started 2 years ago. It's something that started 13 years ago. And it's been largely driven by people being overworked, being underpaid, and looking for an upgrade to their quality of life. And so, for some people, that's an upgrade in pay. For some people, that's an upgrade in commute, or a better boss, or more fulfilling work, or a better schedule, you name it. But workers have been rejecting the ways in which their jobs have encroached into every corner of their lives. And so they're looking for upgrades. This is what's driving so much of the job changing that's taking place in the workforce right now.
Just out of curiosity, is that what you just described, where you get the phrase myth of lazy that you used in the book?
Yeah, the idea of the myth of lazy is rooted in the sort of biased generational trope that every group of workers has used to describe the people coming in behind them, right? You've all heard people say, oh, these kids today, they're entitled, or they don't have a great work ethic. And most of that is bunk. We actually found a researcher in Canada who had found instances of this no one wants to work anymore trope showing up in newspapers in North America going back 120 years.
Mm.
So this is a biased generational trope, right? And I hate to break it to the Gen Xers like me and the baby boomers who are listening to this conversation, but everything you think about the people coming in behind you was said about you when you arrived. And so we have to kind of take a step back and say, what's really happening right now in the workforce? It's not that no one wants to work. It's that no one wants to work for you.